It's already been half a month since the leaders of North Korea and the U.S. met for an historic summit. The world is curious to learn if any progress has been made on steps to denuclearize Pyongyang, which is why Washington's top diplomat responded. However, according to our EG1, there was a difference in tone compared to his previous statements.
U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says there's no timeline for North Korea's denuclearization, but the Trump administration will constantly reassess whether enough progress is being made to continue talks. Pompeo made the remarks in a phone interview with CNN to mark his first 2 months in office. While there will be no timeline on the denuclearization process, Pompeo said the U.S. is committed to going forward at an expeditious moment to achieve what was agreed at the first-ever North Korea-U.S. summit on June 12th. This is in stark contrast to a senior U.S. defense official who said ahead of Defense Secretary James Mattis' trip to Asia that Washington will soon set a timeline for North Korea with specific asks. Pompeo had also told reporters the day after the Singapore summit that Washington hopes to achieve North Korea's major disarmament within Trump's current term, which ends in January 2021. But as if to reconfirm, Pentagon spokeswoman Dana White said Monday that U.S. defense officials would only speak to military-related negotiations on North Korea and that there was no specific timeline for the diplomatic process. Despite concerns about the root of these comments and what could be causing the delay with the follow-up meetings, Pompeo remained outwardly optimistic about North Korea's denuclearization. Pompeo suggested it was too soon to expect a detailed roadmap after 40 years of tensions, but he insisted North Korean leader Kim Jong-un had been unequivocal about his willingness to denuclearize. Pompeo added that understandings put together prior to and during the summit put the U.S. on the right trajectory to build a framework for success. Referring to President Trump's suspension of Washington's joint military exercises with South Korea, Pompeo said it would only last if there's a good faith negotiation progress with productive results being achieved. While Pompeo said a week ago that he would likely travel back to Pyongyang before too terribly long, there has not yet been an official announcement on his travel plans. 이지원, 아리랑 뉴스.